Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing some more fragrances with you. I've done another little haul and I'm really excited about these fragrances. So if you love a good fragrance haul just as much as I do, then please stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back to the channel. I hope your day is going well. I hope you are having an amazing day whenever you're watching this video. And before we jump in, I want to thank those of you who are new here. On this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle. So if any of those things pique your interest, then I would love to have you here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So this first fragrance is one that I was curious about. I've been curious about it for such a long time. And when I saw that they had a mini size of this fragrance, I decided to just go ahead and do it. And that is Yara. So this is the mini size. I think this size cost me about $10 and some change. And it was a nice way to try the fragrance without purchasing a full-size bottle because I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. Now, I am a little unsure about this particular one because it says Ard al Zafaran. So I'm not sure if Latafa is associated with Ard al Zafaran. Maybe I should look that up. Hold on. I definitely think that Ard al Zafaran is the same company as Latafa. Not sure which is the parent company, but it says Latafa Yara on the bottom. But then it says Ard al Zafaran on the back. But anywho, I'm pretty sure this is the same Yara. So Yara is a sweet, vanillic, powdery, but not baby powder, more like chalky powder and fruity fragrance. To my nose, those are the main accords. This opens up with orchid, heliotrope, and a citrus note. You have this fruity accord at the mid, and you also have what they're calling a gourmand accord at the mid, and then the base is musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. So sandalwood and vanilla are already creamy and sweet vanillic notes, and then you have a musk. But what I get when I first spray this out is a very sweet, sugary, candy-like, creamy, and sort of chalky scent. I can't quite make out any of the notes. All I know is that this smells very sugary sweet. It's creamy, but it's not a dense creamy or thick. It still stays very light. It's powdery, but not a baby powder type of powdery. I don't consider this a fresh fragrance. This is more of a chalky powdery, sort of like the dusting of powder that they put on candy or baked goods. So those are the vibes that I get when I spray out Yara. So while I have Yara out, I decided to also pull out Kissa Pink because these are two fragrances that are often compared because of how similar they are to one another. So to me, Yara smells very, very similar, almost identical to Kissa Pink, except that Yara, I feel on my skin, is a little bit like a slightly more creamy and slightly sweeter. That's what I get from Yara. Whereas Kissa Pink has a slightly, and I mean very, very slightly more fresh presence to it. I can definitely get more into the differences between these two in a future video, but that's one of the differences. Another one of the main differences is the performance. I feel like Kissa Pink not only projects more, but it is also longer lasting. It isn't the most long lasting fragrance ever, but I certainly get about 5 hours with Kissa Pink still on my clothes, whereas with Yara, it was gone within like a couple of hours on my skin and on my clothes. So Yara is definitely one that you will have to reapply. I don't mind reapplying, but if you're someone that does not like to reapply and you're wondering which of the two to get, I would say go for Kissa Pink as of right now. The next fragrance I have here is a designer fragrance. This is a body mist from Carolina Herrera. This is Good Girl Blush, and this is in the body mist. I picked this one up at Sephora yesterday and I was so excited to see that they have body mist. I hope they come out with a body mist for all of the Good Girl fragrances because I really do enjoy a lot of the fragrances. I just have a problem with their price point. I don't think that the fragrances are worth what they are priced at, and so I will gladly go for a body mist just to still experience the fragrance without having to shell out the big bucks for it. I would rather save my money for a high-end luxury fragrance or a niche fragrance that I've been wanting to try for a while, as opposed to spending hundreds of dollars on some of the designer scents that are out right now. But if they start doing body mists, oh yeah. And when I was reading the reviews for this fragrance, I saw that people did have performance issues with this one, and this is a scent that I've wanted to try for so long, so I gladly grabbed up this body mist. This fragrance has a citrus at the top. It has one of my favorite floral notes, especially this time of year, ylang ylang, and then it has vanilla at the base. I think there's peony in here as well, and there may be a couple of other notes, but overall this starts out fresh, it develops into very warm florals, and then it turns sweet and creamy on the dry down. So it's a very simple fragrance, and this fragrance reminds me of another fragrance I used to own, Mont Blanc Signature. It's not 100% the exact same fragrance, but it does give me those Mont Blanc Signature vibes for sure. I just got this one, so I can't really speak to performance, but so far I'm really loving the scent and I'm happy to have it in my collection. This is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush. I hope they come out with Good Girl Blush Elixir because the Elixir is so good. I've smelled that one and I prefer it to this one, but this is what they have in the body mist right now. This next one I picked up purely out of curiosity because of how affordable this one is. It was at a super duper low price, and when I looked at the notes, all of the notes sounded amazing, so I said let me go ahead and try it. Oh, and this one had pretty good ratings on Amazon as well. So those are some of the things I look for. I look at the notes, I look at the ratings. After looking at the ratings and seeing that most people enjoyed this fragrance, I decided to pick it up. I think it's pronounced Shad by Lattafa. So Shad by Lattafa is, to my nose, a classic floral fragrance. This has a very classic floral vibe. This also has what I would identify as more of an Arabian touch than some of the other fragrances I have in my collection. So this one opens up with ylang and frangipani. At the mid you have tuberose, and there are supposed to be solar notes in here. And then at the base you have musk, vanilla, amber, and cedar. So to me, I mostly get that tuberose in this fragrance. I don't really pick up any solar notes per se, and I definitely do not get like a tropical vibe from this fragrance, even though it has a tropical opening. I'm just not getting that tropical opening that they say is in here, and this kind of fell flat for me because I thought it was going to be so much more interesting than it actually turned out to be. So this wasn't a total fail, but it definitely was underwhelming and did not meet my expectations given the notes and how much I absolutely love those notes. So I'm gonna spray it again and see if I feel any differently. I was really hoping to get that frangipani and that ylang ylang, those solar notes. The notes just sounded so intriguing. Spraying some on there. Now that I'm spraying this again and kind of smelling it with a fresh nose, I do pick up the frangipani, I do. Not so much the ylang ylang, and I'm still not getting a solar vibe, but I definitely do pick up the frangipani. It's right in the opening. Okay, I'm giving this a second try. You know what? These fragrances, you have to spray them out when you first get them. You have to spray out that straw that's inside and empty the straw out. You have to let it sit a couple of days, and I really didn't give this one a fair chance, so I think I need to give this one more time and come back because this is smelling a little differently today. So I will be back with more thoughts on Shad, but it was underwhelming at first. But honestly, for the price, I don't mind experimenting and giving this one a chance. I think I got this one for under $20, so not bad to just experiment. So I'll be back with more thoughts on Shad by Lattafa. Okay friends, so I saved the best for last. I was so stunned by how amazing this fragrance was. When I looked at the notes, I made an educated guess on what this fragrance could smell like. When I received it, it definitely smelled like the fragrances I had in mind. This one is Pure Ombre, and this is by Risala. And Risala is not a brand I've heard talked about a lot. I definitely have not seen this particular fragrance yet. And y'all, this fragrance is so good. You can find this fragrance on Intense Oud, but I picked mine up off of Amazon. Interestingly enough, as I quickly glance at Google, Shein sells this fragrance as well. So if you're already doing a Shein haul and you see this one, it looks like they have this fragrance in stock. Now, I can't speak to authenticity, but I am seeing that it is on Shein for $40. It is $40 on intenseoud.com, and it is also $40 on Amazon. This fragrance has a citrusy opening, so it has bergamot, lemon, and orange at the opening. There are fruity notes at the heart of this fragrance, and then at the base you have musk, amber, and vanilla Madagascar. This fragrance has very similar notes and very similar accords to fragrances like Herba Pura by Xerjoff and Mula Mula by Byron Parfum. So if you enjoyed those types of fragrances, you will probably enjoy this one. Now, I don't have Herba Pura, but I do own Mula Mula Double Caramel. This definitely has the same sort of scent profile. So if shelling out that amount of money for those fragrances is not in your plans, this is a great alternative. This smells so similar to those types of fragrances. Yeah, this will satisfy that craving if the scent profile of either Herba Pura or Mula Mula is something you desire to have in your perfume collection. This will do it for you. This will do it. And performance, this is amazing. This will stick to your clothes for 8+ hours, probably longer, but I personally have not tested it for that long. I'm going to wear it again probably in the next few days or so, and I'm going to continue to wear it, and I'll even compare it with my Mula Mula Double Caramel, and I'll definitely be back to give you all a performance update. But just know that this projects just like those other two fragrances. It smells very expensive. I definitely think it's a dupe for those fragrances if you like those types of scents. This one is such a gem. I would love to compare this one to Herba Pura and see really how similar it is, but I do own Mula Mula Double Caramel, so I will definitely be back to compare it to the one I own and tell you how similar or how dissimilar they are. But I think this is such a gem for the price and the performance. I've worn this one twice now and it is amazing. Oh, this is good. This one is at the top of this haul today. It is at the top. It is so good. It smells so expensive and it smells just like those other fragrances. So this is Risala's Pure Ombre. So we have come to the end of the video, and if you are still here and you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button on your way out because that really helps my channel. And if you enjoy fragrance content, I would love to have you join the family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another fragrance video. As you get ready to go about your day today, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. Believing the best in yourself is the beginning and the catalyst for great things happening in your life. No matter what resources are available, what your talents and gifts are, no matter if the timing is just right, if you do not first believe that you are amazing and you can do whatever it is that you're setting your mind to, and believe in the gifts and talents that you have and believe in just how amazing you are, all of those things won't matter. Greatness really starts in our minds. That is something that I'm constantly reminding myself of, is that my state of mind is really the catalyst for everything else that I want to happen in my life. So no matter what, you have to remember that you are amazing. You have to think like that. And when you start to think like that, you're going to begin to operate like that. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.